Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the weekly wave. We'll go ahead and get started. It looks like most everybody's joined. Our first slide will address the state certification reports that are now open, the third grade promotion and retention report. It will actually close October 31st. We've currently got the FQSR report open and hope that you're actually going through that data. Oh, sorry about that. Going through that data to make sure it's correct on your end. And tomorrow, as we know, is October 1st, and the October 1st consolidated report is currently open, and I hope you're addressing or looking at your data and making sure it's correct on that as well. One thing that we want to address is the STN wizard. Please make sure that you're working your SDNs, as they can sometimes contribute to students showing up and you're missing students information, and that can cause you not to be able to count a student if it's in missing students. So please, if you've got students there that shouldn't be, reach out to us and let us know if we can assist in correcting those issues. Also, we've noticed that there was an issue with the SDNs not populating, and we found the issue was because some of the vendors were not sending, or they were sending us the state Providence ID, but it was blank. It wasn't null, it was just blank. So we had the ones that we identified, we went in and actually deleted that data and repulled it off the student personal data. So those should be flowing in, the ones that we were corrected. If you find any more, please reach out to us so we can do the same with those students as well. Ownership, there's quite a few unresolved conflicts out there, and please work with the districts that you're in conflict with, reaching out to them to see if you can work to resolve that issue, because the October 1st report does have a functionality in there that only one district can certify. So it's, for instance, if you certify a report that has a student on there, but another district comes back and adds that student in, once they go to certify, it will not allow them to certify that report. So please be sure that you're working those up front, so that way it doesn't prevent you from certifying your report. Also, we're seeing a large number of validation errors. Your student demographics can also affect your students showing up on October 1st in the FQSR. They would be part of the students showing up and missing students data. So please review that, so you're able to count the students you need to on your October 1st and FQSR. I also want to bring up again the XSD errors. The district level users can access that. And the way that you know you have these errors is on your dashboard on this, the bottom field that says XSD errors. So please be sure that you're checking that. What you can send to your vendors to correct is the error description, the object that failed, your XML data that's showing view the CIF XML, and the date that the error occurred. If you'll send those to your vendor, they can see what the issue is and get that corrected for you, so they no longer exist. Ed Plan. The issue with PCG, OSDE, and OMES, they're still working on a resolution with the data syncing in real time. There was an issue that we weren't receiving nightly updates, but that has been corrected, and we are getting some intermittent CIF updates occurring as well. So those issues are being addressed. If you're trying to set up a new Wave account, OMES is still working on ways to automate it. You have to have an SSO login to access the WAVE, but you really need to have your superintendent provide you with the access before you send an email to OMES for your affiliates email. You'll have to have that affiliates email login in order to access the WAVE. And once you've got your superintendent to give you that access, if you'll email or service desk at omes.ok.gov, they can go about getting that set up for you. We are coming out with a new class size app. It's coming out very soon. The legislature will require in January that class size is reported for all grade levels, pre-K through 12. The data is going to be coming from your October 1st report using this section enrollment data. Once the data is out there, you will have an opportunity to go in and correct it if it's not what it should be. So that's coming soon, and we'll be providing more details once we have them. And still, we are continuing to see a high contact volume. We're asking that you give us 24 to 48 hours turnaround time to respond as we look into your issue. We're seeing a lot of emails come through with student personal data information, like their full name and stuff. Please don't send that. The only thing you need to send us where we can look it up is the local ID or STN only, and just include your phone number. That way we can respond back to you or get back in touch with you if we have any additional questions. So we ask once again that you not provide that. As always, if you have questions, you can contact us at studentdatainfo@sde.ok.gov. And there's also documents and guides on the State Department website at this particular link. So if you have information you're looking for, that's a good resource to use. And that is the end of my presentation. I see there's a few questions in the chat. Valerie's asking, some of their ownership issues have been corrected in their SIS, but they're not updating in the WAVE. So do you need to open a ticket? I would email us at studentdatainfo@sde.gov. That way we might have to do a delete and repull on that data so it comes through. What about the exit type and other code errors? All of the validation errors are important. I'm really not sure how that affects the October 1st and the FQSR, but Barbara, I'd be more than happy to take that question and get back to you on that. Jody, where can you find videos from these weekly trainings? They are, I'll have to check on that and get back to you too, Jody. I'm not real sure where they're located. If I've got anybody from the State Department.
They're on the WAVE page, the home page of the WAVE.
Thank you, Lori. Jason, you're still experiencing issues with the RSA reports, third grade promotion and retention report saving. You finished the report on, but it didn't save. Okay, that is an issue that I can take down and look into and get back to you on that, Jason. Is anybody else having that issue? Okay. Paula, your October report is not showing missing students this morning. It was covered this morning, but if you're not showing missing students and there's students that aren't showing in your actual data collection, reach out to us and let us know who those students are, but just provide the STN and we can look and see what the issue might be. Brandy, do we know when we will be able to access easy grade corrections for the dropout reporting? Brandy, I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm not sure of the response on that. You've looked on the WAVE page and you're not finding the meetings?
It says on there, hold on, I was gonna tell them where, oh crud. So on the
There's a-
wave, if you
there's a
go
link.
down,
Yeah, there's a link.
state note 2, and then it says previous calls, videos, and slides can be found here. And then when you click on it, it flips you over to our website and it gives
I just put a
the,
link in there.
good, because I guess I don't know how to copy and paste, y'all. Rough morning.
I understand. Rough morning here too.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sydney. Okay. Mila, you're having the same issue with missing students not showing on October 1st. They've been up until now, and for some reason our ISP and the PK3 should, okay. I will check into that, Mila, and see what the issue is.
I really think there's a problem because this is a reoccurring thing. I've had a few calls this morning where their kids are missing. It's not in find missing students and there's no reason. So it looks like, I think from what I'm reading, there's no kids in find missing students for October 1 today.
That's what I'm hearing as well.
Yeah, that stinks.
Yeah. We definitely will check into that. And Kelly's having the same issue. Terry and Linda, do you know when our data for PEBT report will be available for last year for us to look at? I do not know the answer to that, Linda. I think I know we're working to a date from like October 15th, but there's FAQs out there on the PEBT website.